Hey, my name is Aswin. I'm doing a project for the Management 3078 class, Finance and Investments, where we're going out and talking to people and asking them about their stories with their finances and their investments. I'm here today with my father, and thank you so much for joining me today and sitting down to talk with me about your stories. So I guess the first question that I have is, when did you start investing? Tell me a little bit about how it was when you first started to invest, and tell me the progression of how your investment strategies are as of now.
Okay. I started investing in 1997 and I put all my money in stocks, and I thought we can make million in a very short time because stocks were going up and people are doing a lot of money, and that was a big mistake I did because I did not understand the underlying fundamentals. Everybody is buying stocks, I also bought stocks, but over the period of time I understand that we have to know what the stocks are. We have to make an investment based on our age, based on our requirement, and it should not be based only on stock. There should be a multiple diversification one has to do. And I mean, not only mutual funds, Roth IRA, 401k, real estate, there are so many things which we have to consider and we have to keep monitoring. That's what I learned.
Okay. So when you first started trading, was it trading in 1997?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a trading. There's a thing called options. Without even having your money, you can buy stocks.
Okay.
So that's where I was getting some money, but I lost also.
So did you borrow money and invest that into stocks? Is that what you did, or?
Without having the money, I can assume that I can buy some stocks.
Okay.
It's called options.
Okay.
So that's where I lost money because I did not know how this whole thing works.
Okay, I got it. So since 1997, what did you change? What is your investment strategy now?
Okay. After the 97 lost my money, I put my money on mutual funds because the mutual funds are better managed by the professionals.
Okay.
And also it has got multiple stocks they do, portfolios.
Okay.
So that means the losses will be minimum.
Okay.
That's what I do. And also I diversified my money in terms of real estate in India and other international companies because they were not greatly affected by the housing problem here. And that happens to be good because that gives me a good rate of return.
Okay. So when you invested in those mutual funds, how did it work? How has the risk portfolio of those mutual funds changed as you've progressed in your your financial history? Did you initially start off riskier and now are they more conservative, or were they always conservative?
See, even now, what I do is I'm not conservative because still I have more years for my retirement.
Okay.
So I'm not conservative. If the stock market crashes, I'm not too greatly worried about it.
Okay.
Because I don't need my money right now. But it does not mean that I'm so much highly risk oriented.
Okay.
I'm above average risk oriented.
Okay.
In the sense, what I'm saying is, if there is 100%, at least 40% I put it in bonds.
Okay.
Other one I put it in a risky investment.
Okay.
And I don't depend on one mutual company. There are multiple mutual companies. I put in Vanguard, Fidelity, T. Rowe Max, and all those things I put down. So the coverage will be at the different companies. That's what I do.
Okay. With regards to foreseeable financial expenditures, such as college expenditures that you would have predicted in the future, how did you prepare for those?
See, college expense is something that I know it's coming. my son has to go for the education and I need to spend on it, right? So I have anticipated even even before he enters into the college, I started putting some considerable amount in that one.
Okay.
And I put into Georgia savings 529 because that gets give me some tax benefit and tax advantage on that.
Okay.
And I also took some credit card, Fidelity 529 college savings plan, and whatever the amount I spend on a yearly basis, that goes towards the savings for my son because that gives some percentage benefit on it. And that is how, and that's why I force it, and also I want to make sure that my son gets into a good college with considerable less expenses.
Okay.
That's what I mean. If he is paying for a GoFund, then my strategy would have been different.
Okay. You mentioned that when you were going for stocks, you wanted to go for dividend-paying stocks. Why is that again?
Because the government has the interest rate has been very low. The
Okay.
bank interest has been very low. So there's no point in keeping the money at the bank.
Okay.
But at the same time, the inflation is going up. So the money that's going to keep in the bank is going to lower your value. But if you put your money into dividend-paying stocks, so they will get a dividend which is maybe between 2 to 3%. That's what I'm looking at. It's like an interest. Also, some of the stocks, they are very good in fundamentals and values, which I learned for a few years. They themselves it goes up very well actually.
Okay.
Some of the stocks are good.
What are the trade-offs of having dividend bearing stocks instead of, so you could have a class of stocks which does not give you a dividend,
I do.
then you could have another which do.
Yes.
So what are the trade-offs?
Yes. See, the trade-off is dividend-paying stocks are supposed to be one is more expensive. Also, they are not going to go up in values very high.
Okay.
They don't go. They don't go drastic. It's almost same.
Okay.
If you see Microsoft, AT&T, they don't change a huge in values actually.
Okay.
Almost the same.
So they're almost like an annuity.
Yeah, it's not. But thing is, you can have on a safe side.
Okay.
But I do have separate account for the stock where I do manipulate it very often.
Okay.
I don't put a huge amount on it. I put in Zepco or Ameritrade or some amount, X amount on it. My aim is to get some profit, come on, that's all.
So with regards to with trading, with the period of trading, what's the longest you've held a trade for, or what's the longest that you've held a stock for? What's the
6
shortest?
months. 6 months.
And what's the shortest that you've held a stock?
1 day.
What have you found to be different between holding a stock, not just financially, but maybe even with a sense of happiness or calmness? What is something you found between holding it for a day versus holding it for 6 months?
See, if I hold it my idea is that if I get my market money, I come out of it. It can go up or low, I don't worry about it. I made my money. That's all that makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I change my mind on.
Okay.
And sometimes I may buy it, it may go down again. So that's why, but it will take some time to come back after 6 months. But still, I do lose money also. I don't say that I am good expert on it. But on an average, it's okay.
Okay, thank you.